good, y'all?
What's going on?
What's up?
Not much, man.
What the fuck it do?
Episode 28.
Her.
Episode 28. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing intro song, but I got this outro song we're gonna check out tonight on the way out. You know what I'm saying? Got a song I'm gonna display for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Put it out there for people to hear. Me and Puff got a song together, so I'm gonna play that for y'all.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But how's everybody night? How's everybody day going?
Child, I need this drink and this hookah, okay?
Okay.
I'm at this football party, man. Long as this parlay hit, man, my day good.
I hear that.
Straight up.
Hey, Puff. Hold up. While you talking, hold on. Because you was laughing at me the other day. I just won $12 off of tennis.
You want $12?
I ain't bet nothing. I bet something slight. You know what I'm saying? I just got to keep building up. You know what I mean?
Bet that whole 12 next time.
No. You know, I gotta let it build. You know what I'm saying? I got like $30 in my shit. Just, you know what I mean?
Listen, I got a $100 parlay. If it hit, it's for $1,500.
Oh, hell yeah. I feel you.
Yeah, I'm going right to the rental office like this, y'all. Here you go. Yeah. Straight up.
But motherfucker, all right. I got a couple things. Dang, this reminds me of an old show because y'all know everything we about to talk about. So this kind of cool, right? First thing I want to talk about, right? People's triggers, right? People have different triggers. When we going through life interacting with different people, should we care about people's triggers? What we say that might trigger them? Should we care about that? Yes or no?
Yes, you should care about what's gonna trigger me because I can't promise you how I'm gonna act. So I'm not. There's a lot of people who got that same energy. Don't trigger me. It's not good. So I'm not trying to trigger you. I'm gonna be mindful of that. Like personally, like I think we should be mindful of how we act. Yeah.
Is everybody
I'm not changing me to fit nobody else.
Even if it's your okay, so you wouldn't make that compromise if
so you gonna lie? That's you lying. You not being yourself to make somebody else happy is you literally lying to yourself.
Wait, but some things you can compromise on as far as behaviors and attitudes that won't affect you or change your personality, who you are as a person.
That means you're being fake. If you're willing to not be yourself to make somebody else comfortable, that's called being fake. That's what fake people do, isn't it?
No,
that's being considerate.
No, it's being considerate, and that's being humble, and that's being
so fake people are considerate then.
No, that is different from being considerate of somebody.
There's no difference in being considerate.
Fake people actually inconsiderate because if you would just be upfront, then we could be a whole lot better with this.
I am being upfront by letting you know that I don't give a fuck about what
how you feel. Yeah, your triggers have nothing to do with me.
If I'm out somewhere, right? Mm-hmm. I don't give a fuck if somebody get offended because they heard me use the word gay, however they heard me use it. I really don't give a fuck.
But if somebody was to tell you that bothers me, can you use something? You be like, fuck that shit and continue? Like, you wouldn't be like considerate? Like, would you keep that energy if it was you, though? Like, if it was something that bothered you or offended you, would you keep that energy?
I'm not going to come around you. That's my option to not be around you. I'm not going to be around you and then make you change you. That makes no sense. Like, my name is Puff. Duh, I smoke weed. So if you don't like the smell of weed, don't come around me. I'm not going to stop being who I am so you can be comfortable.
But you don't have to not smoke weed. But if it's a compromise just in that moment.
Why are we compromising? I compromise with people I know. I compromise with people I'm in relationships. I'm not compromising.
Who's to say this wasn't for somebody that you don't know? Like, it's like, why is it so far-fetched for y'all to understand that sometimes you kind of got to read the room and observe? Like, you know,
I don't have to read the room. I only have to read the room in a business sense, at a job sense. I got to read the room. If I'm out off work and I'm just like in the mall, I don't have to read the room at the store I walk into. I don't have to do that.
They better read me.
Always read the room. Always.
I don't have to read the room.
See, I feel like I'm the greatest human being that ever lived. So I feel like y'all should be listening to me. No matter where I go, I will never adjust to.
Yeah, I feel like
especially not if it's not.
Hey, Form G, you got like a lag, bro. Drop out and come back, Form G. You got like a little lag, bro. Drop out and come back. But nah, I feel like I agree with Puff, man. I'm not about to change who I am when I walk in the room. You just got to accept it. I accept you being in the room.
I feel like I can express myself and not have to and be
Be
mindful
offensive.
of what's going on around. Like I feel like I'm mature enough to do that. Like,
but you're not expressing yourself if you're not being yourself.
I am.
You can express yourself in other ways that's not offensive.
Plus, I've never not expressed myself, but I've been.
I gotta be mature. I gotta be mature enough to walk in, right? You saying the mature thing to do is to walk in the room, read the room, and not offend people, right? I feel like the mature thing to do.
No. I'm not saying you have to. Realistically, you can't be in a room full of people you don't know and try to sneak out everybody's trigger. No, I'm just saying if you're in a group of people like in this setting. Because of this setting, right? Like I feel like if knowing the audience and what we're trying to do here, I may be more mindful of what I say. I'm not trying to trigger anybody.
No. This what I'm trying to say though. You saying that's the mature thing to do is to read the room, right?
Observe,
I think the mature thing to do, right, is when you go out somewhere, is to know where the fuck you going. Not for me to go somewhere and not try to trigger people. If you have a trigger, you should keep your trigger ass in the house. If you decide to come here, you know what goes on here. The same way comedians is going to talk shit about you if you go to a comedy show and they say, well, this is a comedy show. This is comedy. I'm going to talk about you, right? And how some people feel like, well, even if I come to your show, you shouldn't talk. No, nigga. If you come here, you should know what goes on here.
Straight up.
That's different though. That's more I could understand that situation a bit more, right? Like you kind of again that you've already should have read the room at that point. I think that's part of it, knowing hey, this is what happens at comedy events.
But anybody with a trigger should read the room knowing that it could be people here at a multiple person room that may do things that don't like me that I don't like.
And if you're aware of that, I feel like it's just natural and neutral respect for people to either just shy away. Like if I'm doing something,
man. I'm not just going in places just giving out mutual respect. I don't even know if this nigga respect me. It ain't mutual.
You have to earn. Yeah, you have to earn. Respect is earned.
Random people.
I don't have a pride issue, so I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna give everybody respect because that's personally what I respect. And then if you don't respect me, then I'll match that. But
Hold on. I mean, but it does seem like you have a pride issue. It just seems like you don't have a high pride issue. It seems like you gotta have a low pride issue. See, just because you don't have high pride don't mean you don't have an issue. You can have low pride and still have an issue. And it seems like you do have an issue with pride. It's just not where you think it's supposed to be.
Wait,
because
what?
Like me is prideful. My pride is here. So I'm never going to adjust myself for anyone because I feel like I'm the greater human being. So you should be adjusting yourself.
I feel like I'm the greater human being because personally, I feel like I care about people. That is me. Mm-hmm. So there's some people who don't, and that's fine. But that's what makes me humble.
If you understand, if you really cared about people, you would know that always doing what somebody else wanted or needed you to do is a hindrance to people. That's not a problem.
I have a position where all day, every day, I tell people what to do. I mess up people's livelihoods, unfortunately, by firing them, bro. I'm not in a world where I have to conform to everybody. No.
On my mama, you don't. Do you fire them for your
respect?
You fire them for your own benefit, or you fire them because someone above you tells you to fire them?
For my own benefit, because you messing up my bag. I'm not bonusing because you're not performing.
Okay.
No. But to the pride point, right? I got too much pride to not go where I want to go and say what the fuck I want to say. And the thing about it, right?
It doesn't.
I'm gonna stand on what I want to say.
Do that, though. That's another thing.
If you don't want to trigger people because you don't want to stand on it, that makes sense to me. But if I trigger somebody, right, I'm gonna stand on it and I take my wins with my ears. If you whoop my ass, I'm gonna still say what I want to say, even with the lump. With a black eye, I'm gonna still be saying what I want to say. I don't give a fuck.
Nah, but what about me though? Like you talk about everybody else's triggers. My trigger is not being able to speak my mind. So,
but you can speak your mind without being offensive, though. Like nobody said you don't have to say anything or be expressive, but it's like still being mindful of.
No, you never said we was offensive. We never said we was offensive. We said we was doing triggers. Your trigger does not have to.
But someone that might be triggered might be offended in the moment because you're triggering a certain action or word.
Your trigger might not be something that the world is like this trigger is offensive to like the world, like in a broad sense.
But it's
right?
offensive to that person.
You.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Right. So if you're aware of the trigger, you wouldn't be considerate. You can still be expressive, but if you're now aware of that trigger, you telling me that
freedom of speech is freedom of speech. It's not being aware. It's just the freedom to say what the fuck I want to say.
That's if it's not a global offense, it don't count. Like you got to be calling a white person, got to be calling a black person nigga, or a black person got to be calling a white person cracker. For me to be like,
saying, bro, we not worried about the individual triggers.
You got that's the only thing you can really say that's disrespectful.
How is that different though? That's still
because everything else is a pain trigger.
Like if you really don't give a fuck, I feel like the
Okay. We had me, Rizzy, and Trina had a conversation, right? I
knew that was coming. I was thinking about that.
Somebody get in trouble right on the show, right? One girl said something about somebody's daughter, right? That was an individual trigger, right? She still got her job. The other girl made a comment about a monkey, which is a community trigger, and she don't have her job.
That's what I'm trying to say. If it's a global trigger, you can't do it.
You can't do it. But individual, fuck you.
I just said that you can't compare a global trigger to an individual trigger. White people know they can't call black people.
But then that's not fair because you said an individual trigger.
We're not talking about what's fair. We're talking about is we worry about people triggers. No, I don't go places worry about people's triggers.
Fair.
But then you mad at the response that come from the trigger that you had triggered me on. Now the response I said that is now offensive is this big problem.
Okay, but
where it could have been avoided if motherfuckers was mindful.
But Trina, the point is,
if you want to have a problem after I say something, that's
mindful. That's all.
But the point is, Trina, one of these comments was it hit somebody's trigger, and the other comment was offensive to a community. So one person not being worried about the trigger wasn't actually offensive, but the other person was offensive.
That was offensive, which caused
feel like the other girl.
That's offensive, which caused the reaction that happened to be bigger because now you triggered me, and my reaction might not be as clean as you want it to be.
And now she ain't got a job.
Puff.
Yo,
let me ask you a question, right? Because I can only ask you and Trina, and I know it's side Trina on. Then I'm gonna ask you this, then we can move on. Because I'm trying to keep the show at a certain time. So I'm gonna ask you this, then we can move on. Puff, if a hating ass bitch told you that's why your kid don't even like you, is that offensive or is that just a trigger for you?
Oh, that's just a trigger for me.
But it's not offensive though, right? Because you're saying your child, if a hating ass bitch told you your child doesn't like you, that's the whole statement.
You don't know if my child likes me or not. You just trying to give your opinion, which is your individual opinion of my particular circumstance. So you don't really know anything. You don't even know if I care about that child, even care about anything. But it's not the same as somebody directing something to a group of people who've already suggested and directed that we do not like this particular thing. We all know that we don't like white people calling us niggas. That's globalized. Just like you might not like some people saying the bitch word to you, but some females don't mind the bitch word. So you can't use that as a trigger because this girl accepts it.
Why can't you though? Why can't you have that as your individual trigger? And why can't you respect what the fuck I'm saying?
Because if you don't like the way I speak, don't speak to me. If you don't like being called a bitch, don't talk to me. That's your choice to talk to me. You don't have to talk to me.
That's crazy.
No, it's not crazy. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
No, it's crazy when you expect somebody else to change their self for you to be happy. Because at the end of the day, why am I making myself unhappy for you to be happy?
But that don't really make you unhappy to change one word to one person.
It's given that you triggered by any type of adversity. Like you
can't. Bitch is his favorite word. So you gonna tell him? You gonna tell Too Short? No, you can't say bitch. That's his favorite word.
Nobody said you can't say it, but maybe I don't want you to call me that. So
but that's his favorite word.
What that got to do?
You don't talk to me then.
Wait. If Too Short out somewhere, right? Even if he don't say you, right? If he out somewhere referring to women as, right? He don't want to hear no woman walk up to him talking about something. We don't like what you talking about. Bitch, I ain't talking to you.
Straight up.
That's how he talk to me. So he not worried about your trigger as him referring to, he just, you know what I'm saying? And he
better yet, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X spoke in front of millions of black people. That triggered white people, so they were supposed to stop speaking. Hold on. Remember what you said. So Martin Luther King and Malcolm X was triggering white people every day. They were supposed to stop speaking.
Nobody said
I rest my case. Where the javelin at? Where the javelin at? What is that? Hit the javelin, Jason.
I don't feel like that's a fair comparison.
That's why I'm like, okay, go ahead. No, I'm just again, right? Being me at a certain point, I feel like I have enough maturity to just be like, okay, fools is gonna be fools, but I don't have to be there.
If rules is gonna be rules, you wouldn't be allowed to drink from that faucet. You wouldn't be allowed to use that bathroom. You would have to ride on the back of the bus. You wouldn't even have no job right now. You wouldn't be allowed to vote if rules was rules.
I didn't say fools. That's what that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's good to listen and just be quiet.
I'm saying if rules,
then you don't catch it.
No, catch what?
Fools gonna be fools, but
exactly.
No, I don't. I'm not. I have nothing. No issue with saying fools gonna be fools. I'm just telling you, if nobody went against the laws, you would not be able to vote.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. We offended people by wanting rights. I get what you're saying.
You by wanting rights, you offended a lot of people.
We offended a lot of people. Every time we get rights, we offended some people. I get what you're saying.
Listen,
so that means you shouldn't want rights.
Yeah, we triggered a lot of people every time we got Obama being president.
It's going to happen, but the baseline of the question was: should we be mindful of it? Is it yes? We can be mindful.
That's why I'm telling you. So that means you shouldn't be mindful of
Obama becoming president. He shouldn't be mindful of how white people are going to feel when he became president. He should just try to become president, which he did. He shouldn't be mindful of how white people felt about it.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I think that you can be mindful of your environment and still get your point across.
Why would Obama be like, white people ain't gonna like being president? I shouldn't be. Why would he be mindful of that? He should just try to become president.
That's so different from like.
Can we move on? Can we move on? I'm really
What's the difference? If you make it a race thing and what triggers white people, black people's success would trigger.
But that's just like that's just not even compared to like
the only people that we could talk about in this conversation that y'all can even make this argument for is gay people. So what I'm saying is
you can't be an individual person that have certain triggers.
You're not doing that. No, I'm gonna tell you.
It don't have to be gay people. Everybody is triggers.
Nobody else but that community.
Everybody has triggers.
Not be me for one community.
Everybody has triggers.
Y'all not using no example of us triggering no white people. Y'all not using no example of us triggering no Mexicans. Just keep it 100. The only people
it has nothing to do with race. I don't think she even made it a political thing.
Don't give a fuck
it's not a political thing.
I'm not in that community.
It's not a political thing.
I'm not worried about offending the community I'm not in. That's point blank period.
But she wasn't
I'm not in that community. I ain't worried about offending nobody in it.
Nobody in it. I'm not worried about offending nobody anyway. If it makes me happy, that's all that matters. It's me, and I'm better than you. So why do I care about how you feel and I'm the better person? That doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense.
All right, let me move on to something. I'm gonna go ahead because of energy. I feel like my energy high, Puff energy high. So
we high, baby. Right? I'm rolling up right now.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead with this question, but I want to start with Trina. Trina, I want you to respond first, and then everybody.
Okay, right. What is it?
Is there ever an appropriate time to cock block? If so, why? Is it ever? Why so? Why not? Whatever you answer. Is it ever an appropriate time to cock block? Is it ever an appropriate time to cock block? That is the question.
Very seldom.
I guess the only time I can think of that just instantly popped in my head, if I know it's a dog ass nigga that's approaching my friend, then I might be a little in her ear like, sis, I don't know. But I still let her make her decision. I can't see me like cock blocking to the point where I'm like trying to end the shit. Like, but I will say that's probably a time where I probably be in sis A, be like, watch out.
So you going with yes? You leaning towards yes? There is a time.
Yeah.
Everybody agree with that? Anybody disagree with that?
I'm only cop blocking for one reason only. If my man hollering at a joint and I know she got something, I'm like, Holmes, I'm gonna try to put you on game. You feel me? I'm gonna be like, hey, Holmes,
the same thing.
Yeah, shorty, word is shorty, bop, 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 bop. But after I speak my piece and you
make your decision.
I'm out the way, Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I ain't got, somebody cop blocked on me like 4 times in a row last week. You probably saw that on my Instagram and shit. I was going on niggas. So I don't really appreciate that cop blocking shit, man. That shit jive like in a way, young. Real live. One of my own friends.
You don't think they had a good reason? You don't think that they might have thought that they had a good reason for cop blocking you?
I mean, I look, I get a lot of bitches or whatever, but that's not for real. Like, look, that's not on you because you don't know if your cousin is a whore too. Your cousin may just be a whore, and this may be the type shit she be on. So it's not like I'm a bad guy where I'm about to give bitches diseases and beat them up and spend all their money on that. Nah, I'm gonna take her out, fuck her a couple times, and send her on her way. You know, she ain't gonna never be mad. You feel me? But yeah, that shit was wild. And then the other joint, they cop blocked me on my own ex, bro. This is my ex. This is my ex. Get the fuck out of here, huh? It's like, I don't give a fuck how cute she is. Get the fuck away from me with this goofy ass shit. Like, dude, that shit was weird as shit. And then she's sitting there talking to me, talking, yeah, your friends are weird. I'm like, yeah, that's weird as fuck, huh?
Somebody tried to stop you from talking to your ex?
Yeah, bro, the niggas from the battle rap joint, my managers, my battle rap managers and shit. Right? Look, this was so crazy. Like 3 weeks ago, they was like, hey, Sel, you gotta stop messing with the models or whatever, because I think they feel some type of way. Whole time, you know, I be hitting everything on the modeling joint. So I'm sitting there like, I'm sitting there looking at them like,
bro, just go hit the internet. We don't want to fuck up the business.
But I'm sitting here like, what the fuck is he talking about, right? So
I might have to take this out.
Look, you can keep this shit in. So look, we right there. I'm talking to him, my ex after the party and shit, right? So I'm telling her what the fuck he going on, and she laughing. She like, yeah, they be on some weird shit. They be trying to invite me to parties that they don't be inviting you to, and all this other shit. I'm like, yeah, they on some buck wild goofy shit. So then one of the other models from and shit, I be, doing something with or whatever. I end up talking to her about this shit, right? She was like, yeah, they be mad as shit when I be leaving with you and shit. They be like, why you leaving with Puff? And da 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 da. I'm like, oh, what type of hate man shit is this? So
that's hate. That's hate.
I just addressed that shit. You feel me? Like, man, y'all wild as shit and blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. But they was like, nah, we just trying to keep you focused on battle rap. You know how that shit be.
Mm-hmm. All right, so King Scuba, I'm gonna ask you last, and I'm gonna move to the next question. So you agree that there is a time where it might be appropriate to cock block? So I feel like everybody agrees. So I'm gonna move on after.
I feel like in the case of what Trina was talking about. Yeah. I feel like more times than not, women usually do it like trying to help their friend out, or whatever, protect their friend from making some bum ass bad decision or whatever. Mm-hmm. A lot of times I feel like aside from the situation Puff said, I feel like if a nigga cock blocking a nigga, he usually on some hating shit most of the time. I feel like ain't no time to be hating on a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Go do your own thing. Why you hating on me for? You know?
Gotcha. I got you. Okay. Moving right along. We saw a lady get hit with a brick, right?
Mm-hmm.
We saw a lady get hit with a brick. We saw the uproar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of women saying that black men don't protect black women, right?
Oh, can I interrupt you real quick? Did you really see her get hit with the brick, or did you see the result of her getting hit with the brick?
Okay. I feel
because I saw her hit that man, but I never seen that man hit her. That's all
let me. All right. Well, to give a little backstory, the man you saw her hit was a skit. The white dude you saw her hit, that was a skit. Now we saw a lady say somebody hit her with a brick and say that niggas didn't help her. That's what I'm gonna say, right? Now we've seen the uproar on the internet of women saying what we don't do. We've seen men fight back and say that there's a certain type of women that we feel like the way they carry themselves don't need protection. So what I want to know, does it matter how a black woman carries herself for black men to protect them when they're out and about? Does that matter? Does the way a woman carry herself matter when it comes to us protecting them?
No, because I'm not protecting you if you're not one of my loved ones, period. Because at the end of the day, if
you dropped out, Puff.
If you see a female on the street and something going bad, and you end up killing the nigga that's bothering her, and you go to jail for life, you think your girl gonna be able to look you in your face and be cool with that? That you're not gonna be there for your family and your kids for the rest of your life for some stranger that she don't even know? You think your mom gonna be cool with that? That your mother gonna have to spend the rest of her life not seeing her son? Fuck no. I'm not risking my freedom nor my life for nobody that not gonna do the same for me. Y'all can do all that Power Ranger shit if y'all want to, but and another thing, you jumping out there protecting somebody don't mean shit. You may not be physically capable of handling that motherfucker. So you jump out there and you get doped up. Then what?
No, the doped up take me down.
I personally am one of the niggas that feel like in private, when you dealing with a woman, they will say what they want you to do, and they will lean towards like, yeah, man, we want you to help Black women out and about, blah, 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 right? But I feel like in the moment, that same woman, for like most women, when you actually do it, it's a problem.
It's going to be a problem. You ever helped a bitch with her bags before?
Yeah.
Why you all looking in that bitch face?
Like, I don't know situations where like in private, like you should do this in the third, but in the actual moment, once I did it, they was like, oh, you was pressed to help that bitch. What you want, some pussy? You should have just rolled with her or whatever the case they may say. It was an issue actually. When it actually came time to apply it, it was a problem. I also been a nigga that I feel like on top of my head, I know that I've seen 4 women, right, in a situation where I'm like, I'm gonna intervene. In those 4 situations, it might be 5, but I'm gonna say 4 because I know them on top of my head. In the 4 situations, it's always backfire. In the 4 situations, I've been the bad guy. In the 4 situations, the couple have always turned on me. So I personally do not do it anymore because of that.
Oh, Jason, you remember in school? No, not to be you know, on a wild nigga shit, but I used to be a wild nigga in school, right? Remember I ended up getting into it with that girl, cuz tried to jump in, 20 stomps by like 50 niggas. You think that girl showed him any remorse? No, she ran away while he got stomped on.
I'm saying it in the other sense of like, bruh. Like,
no. But you've seen when taking up for a woman goes wrong, so don't act like it. Like you've seen a nigga get his ass beat to the curb for trying to be fucking Superman and shit. Like
that's different. Like I did see that, but I'm saying like, bro, I done real life, right? Like I had this hotel party one time, right? There was this white bitch, right? Her dude was about to throw her off the balcony, bro. He had her halfway off the balcony, right? So me and my brother stopped him from throwing off the balcony, right? So we was about to whoop his ass, right? You know who was mad at us? The female. The female turned on us. So you know what I did? Both of y'all get the fuck out, right?
Yeah, get the fuck out.
I'm mad, right? Because according to this bitch, I'm supposed to let her get thrown off the balcony. But once I stop her from getting thrown off the balcony, now it's 2 people turning on me. How are you turning on me with the nigga that's about to throw you off the balcony? That's what I'm saying. As far as like, bro, it's never panned out for me, bro. Like, so that's why me personally, nigga.
Because you know what's the equivalency of? If me and you arguing right now in the middle of the street and some random nigga walk up and try to take a side, he getting jumped. Mind your fucking business, home. This not your business.
Yeah.
It's the equivalency of that. It's like real rap. I'm not jumping in no shit. I'm not fucking on. We don't know what that lady did. That lady could have just walked up and kicked the nigga in the nuts. She could have gave him HIV, and you running out there protecting somebody. They don't know.
She could have given HIV. All right. So before we move on, ladies, do y'all feel like that it matters how a woman carries herself if Black men should be out here protecting her? Do y'all feel like that matters?
Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
I think it's situational too, because if you see a random guy that's just doing too much to a girl, like if they're in a relationship, like I understand that more. But like if you in a club setting or maybe just any public setting and it's a man that's just doing too much, like I feel like there should be a certain like obligation there. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like even as a woman, like if I see a woman doing way too much, like even to a man, like, and it's just like I may tell her like, okay, calm down. I may be more vocal, you know, like calm down. Especially times where I've seen women be like intoxicated, stuff like that. Like she needs some help. You know what I'm saying? She doing a lot. So in those instances, but if it's something where it's like man and woman, like how y'all saying, generally like relationship where they already know each other, I think that we do need to mind our business on those.
I agree. I do agree with that. I had mixed emotions on it. Me
too. I can see that side though. I see what y'all saying. I get it.
Yeah, I had mixed emotion on it.
I'm not saying I don't agree with you, Rich, but the problem is, right? Like I said, I'm gonna go back to these 4 instances I got in my mind, right? When I sprung into action, right? I see a man doing something to a woman, right? I sprung into action, right? 2 of the situations, yes, I knew that these people knew each other for a minute. They've been dealing with each other for a minute. The other 2, I don't know that. I just see a man like yoking up a woman, right? I don't know if y'all strangers or if y'all have a relationship.
I mean, I think you could tell. Like, I don't know you. Like, who are you? Stop following me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
But that's what girls say too.
All that's being said. All right, me and Terrell.
Tell by the verbiage.
Me and Terrell was walking down the street, right? We seen a man pinning a girl up against a brick building, right? We first walked past. Then when we got past, right, we got about 5 steps past them, basically around the corner. We hit them just loud. We can't tell how long they been. We don't know that. We just heard they getting louder and louder. We heard the woman. We heard the woman getting louder. We looked at each other and it was like, we didn't have no words. We just like, we gonna turn around. So we turn around, right? I don't know how long they been. You can't readily just tell that. Like if they have a relationship.
I think you should observe. Yeah, like
how long I gotta observe?
If
a woman can get her head spun by me just observing.
But
the reality,
you can get your head spun by you observing. You looking at a nigga and he see you looking.
If you want to spring into action, you gotta spring into action. If you are going to do something, you have to do something.
I think
you're going to wait. A lot can happen while you just waiting and watching. So what I'm saying is that as a man, Rizzy, when we in these situations of seeing a domestic incident, I actually do not know the relationship. I actually don't know if this is a stranger or not. I don't have time to figure that out. And if I'm really supposed to be out here protecting women, I really don't have time to figure that out.
I think that you should still address it personally. I feel like it's just protect women. I still could see that side where it's like, okay, at least observe. I hear y'all, but by the time I'm observing, whatever, like pay attention, listen, you know what I'm saying? Like I get to spring into action, but I also think it makes sense for you to kind of pay attention before you do that, right? Like, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to help somebody? I guess I'm just different. You know what I'm saying? I'm not street
how many women have you helped in
that? Because look, I know people, right? And
out and about in a situation and you helped them.
You said how much what?
How many women have you actually done that for? You've seen them out and about and you've helped them.
There's been plenty of women that I've seen, but that's why I mentioned intoxicated, being drunk, and me helping them, like just because, just people in general. But that's my nature.
Have you seen a situation that's dealing with a nigga and you've helped them?
That's different too, because again, you know, I haven't been in an instance where it hasn't been clear to me. Let me finish. Where it has not been clear to me that they're in a relationship. I haven't seen an instance where I've been around this girl. Maybe we was in line together, you know, at a club, and she clearly is with her friends, and then this random just walks up and starts trying to talk to her. I haven't seen stuff. I haven't experienced that. So I don't know. But anytime I have seen a woman clearly be in need of help, I have been there. Like,
all I'm saying is that from a nigga that has helped women, while a man is actively doing something, you could wait and that bitch will be fucked up because you observe. I'm saying if
it's a blowout. It's a blowout.
Kind of have to.
Oh, hey, nah, I need the Lions get up 7 points. I win automatically. Oh yeah, I won automatically. Now I just.
All right. My next question, right? Let me make sure I read this right. Can a man really handle being with a powerful woman? Or is that or do they just like the idea of it? Can a man actually handle being with a powerful woman, or do they just like the idea of it? Now, when I think about
I don't think so.
I didn't make this question, so I'm guessing, right? Powerful woman, right? I'm interpreting that as them being the breadwinner. So can a man actually handle with being with a woman that is a breadwinner, or do they just like the
Jason?
What's good, Brody?
Oh, you got that shit lit. Oil man shit, man. What it do, man? Real oil man shit, man. Where the baby oil and where the bitches at?
Not baby oil.
That's what he do. He rub baby oil on bitches'
women and get them in their photo shoots, man. He really, make money rubbing down ass and shit. He ain't lying.
That's what he do. No that's funny. He the oil man. That's what he do.
He the oil man. He really oil down bitches for their photo shoots. But can men handle being with a powerful woman, or do they just like the idea of it?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Like that.
I don't think so.
Why?
I think it can become very intimidating to a male. I think the idea of it, like you want somebody that's like bossed up and able to make decisions, but then like when they get with a person who can make decisions and is the breadwinner, I think at some point it becomes intimidating.
Ain't nothing like breaking down somebody that's not supposed to be broken down. So I don't know what you talking about. Man, them the best joints. Man, you better tell them the best joints. They don't know.
See, that's a whole bad job. And niggas not scared of no strong woman. A real nigga gonna treat the strong woman just like he treat the bum joints. He gonna do the same thing that he do to all of them. She's just another female and shit. That don't mean nothing. Your job don't got nothing to do with how, that shit is false. That shit is false. A strong woman got flaws too. Strong women be too independent.
So do you think that so you think it wouldn't be a problem if she challenged you, or you had a woman that challenged you?
I was just dating the CEO of Virginia Linens for like 4 years.
Okay.
So I know what it's like to deal with people, with business people. I mean, they're the same. They're actually like a little worse because they're not used to motherfuckers being able to manipulate them and do all that other shit. So,
not manipulate.
No, because that's really basically what it is. It's manipulation. I mean, that's typically all it is. You gotta think most scientifically proven and shit. At some point in time, men were more sexually aroused or more more hornier than women at some point, and then women get at point more hornier than dudes at some point. So it's all manipulation at some point.
I don't think there's enough breadwinners wanting to take care of niggas for the statement to be true. I don't think it's a bunch of men mad that women take care of them. I just feel like women don't want to do that. They got the problem with it. Not so much as men got the problem with being taken care of. I feel like women got the problem with taking care of niggas. That's the problem.
Oh, look, let me turn my camera around because Troy broke ass right here. He pulling up with his girl who got the job and shit. He's in the passenger seat. She's driving the car. my man cuts grass for a living. He always got a joint. They got a good job and shit. This is what he do. He's a professional at this. So like I don't understand. I don't know what she talking about. I'm waiting for him to get out the car.
Put that nigga on the spot.
Nah, my man a professional at this, man. Like this shit real, Steph.
Yeah,
I ain't never met a nigga scared of
I feel what you're saying though. But I don't in the grand scheme of things, I don't think niggas would really care too much if that's how it was. And like you said, they just not trying to do that because they try to be the powerful. They try to be the power and still trying to get taken care of at the same time. Mm-hmm. Like that's where the problem come in at.
Okay.
And I also feel like it take a certain type of nigga to handle that type of woman. Just like it take a certain type of nigga to handle a hood chick or a chick that's a stripper. Or you know what I'm saying? It just I feel like it boils down to you gotta understand who you is and what you can handle.
Right.
Get him, cuz. Get him, cuz. Get him, cuz. That's a bomb ass answer.
That was good.
We're moving right along, right? There was a video going around, right? Nigga said, boom, his girl makes $70,000. She went on a job interview. She got the job. The job was gonna pay her $100,000. But the job, right? If she took the job, she's gonna have to work for her ex from 5 years ago. The nigga said, man, if you're gonna take this job, I'm gonna leave you because I don't feel comfortable with you working with your ex. Was that nigga tripping or nah? Is what I want to know. Do y'all feel like that?
He is tripping.
He was right on cue, bro. He was right on cue. Right on cue.
He is tripping.
Right on cue.
He is tripping. He is tripping. Because if a female did that, you would not take that offer.
Huh?
You would not deny that offer.
I'm not going to deny the offer, but my girlfriend should tell me not to take it. What the fuck? What are you talking about? Just like the girl is probably going to deny the offer, but her boyfriend is doing the right thing and telling her not to take it.
Shit, I ain't declining no offer.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be rough.
I ain't gonna lie, man. If I'm in that situation, I do not want to hear that shit, bitch. I don't know what you're
like. What? That is an offer where you're gonna increase in income, and you worried about ethnic. Probably not even worried about.
I'm the weed man, right? I got a good low price. So now all my ex bitches gotta come to me because my price low. You think they boyfriends cool with that?
Who the fuck cares? I'm coming to get the weed. I'm getting the fuck ASAP.
Man, I don't know. You never dated me.
That's what you think.
Yeah, you never dated me.
The nigga thinking
every person is not thinking about their ex.
Yeah. Puff. I ain't gonna lie to you, Puff. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? I agree with Keith Stuber, right? As a nigga dating women, right? If your weed man got a deal that I can't get from Wild Weed Man, yes, go bat your eye. Bring that good ass deal back so we can get high.
What you bet that? You think she gonna be doing more than betting that eye, home?
Go. No,
that's not always true.
She got
That's
more
not
about the eye
always
and all that
true.
shit. Then now we ain't gonna
Even if
you
even if it's not
just
true,
be a little friendly.
You know me, bro. You know me. You ain't even gotta do that. You know me. You see me do it all the time. It's like it's nothing negotiable. If the guy that it was dealing with her is capable of doing anything, no. Especially if you're not better than the guy.
Bruh, oh my God, that's giving insecure and suck it the fuck up. Everybody's not worried about their ex-boyfriend.
If I know we
Or
man,
ex-girlfriend.
I might tell her to call that nigga on purpose. Like, man, hey, see if he'll do this for this. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Fact. Look, I do know niggas that don't mind me hitting their girl just because they be getting weed and shit cheap. Though.
Wait, hold on. That is crazy. That's too crazy.
It's like a sacrifice. They gotta sacrifice something.
It's not giving. It's not giving sacrifice the coochie for a little bit off. It don't give that.
I mean, it ain't. I might give them half off. You never know.
It don't give half off. Throw the cootie cat. It don't give that.
Hey, when they throw the cootie, when they do that, right? You get them half off on the KD. You get them half off on the hat. Like, what they getting this half off on?
I don't know. It is not.
I don't know.
You get them half off on a zip. Like, what did you get? You get them half off on a QP. Like, what did you get them half off on?
Nah, it depends on who it is, right? Cause they might can get the 3-5 for free.
I'm about to say, if you a pussy, you need to be giving weed for free, baby.
If she an OG joint,
Not for
oh yeah, she get the whole joint. If she an OG joint, she can get the KD for free and everything.
Man, that nigga,
that's too crazy. Sacrificing your girl coochie for some weed. That's too crazy.
That's crazy.
That's too crazy.
That's too crazy.
The dude don't even be knowing half the time. The dude just be too cool with sending this girl to get the weed, and then shit go wrong when she.
But I think that goes into character because she wild for real. Like it don't give that.
I mean, so for you to date, for you to date a drug dealer, you don't have that much character in the first place. So for a drug dealer to be your ex, you really don't have that much character.
But as far as that job offer, if you think I'm gonna decline that, it's a no.
For your ex to be a drug dealer, your character isn't but so high.
Yeah, that's something different.
Damn, so you saying women, y'all really feel like that? If women dating drug dealer, their character not that high? Because they settle for a drug dealer?
I mean,
you might bring that
in my opinion, if you date a drug dealer, you'll be a stripper.
Mm.
We're gonna bring that back up. Let me think about that a little bit more. All right. I think I got 2 more questions, then we're gonna close out. I seen a video circle around, right, where a dude was expressing only black women be on the internet banging this, we independent, and really not independent. He said you never see white women banging this, we independent. You never see Hispanic women banging this, we independent. You never see only black women go on the internet and bang this, we independent, and y'all really not independent. I want to know, do y'all agree with that? Is black women the only women on the internet talking about being independent?
Okay, now to the question, I do hear a lot of black people, claiming the independent title, but I don't know if I agree with not being independent and claiming the title. You have a lot of black women that is independent and then they are proud about the accomplishments or the things they're able to do by themselves. But I do hear a lot of black people, bang the independent, title. But most of the time they are.
Oh, you talking about all them old ass lonely bit? You talking about all them old ass?
Oh, not too much. You have you can be independent and not be lonely. You can be independent and not be lonely. You can be.
Hey, look when you go on the internet, right? Type up newscaster talks about females needing to find marriage while they're getting their college degrees.
I've seen that.
You're right. So what did she? What was the words? What was the words that she used?
First of all,
depressed and lonely. I'm going on. I'm
that, but I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree that you're depressed and lonely just because you're not in a relationship
nobody
or married.
got mad at that lady for using it. I was just
saying, people get mad at her all the time for the things she say out her mouth.
Man, but look, she made a big point though, a major point.
But that's not factual. Just because you're not in a relationship or not dealing with somebody don't mean that you're depressed or lonely. That don't mean that you're lonely nor depressed if you're not.
When you're single by choice, it don't mean you're lonely. But when you're single because no one wants you.
But you have a lot of people that's single by choice. Oh no! Oh no!
No. Are you single by choice or by circumstance?
Because if you're not with your loved one because he cheated on you or he did something wrong that you couldn't
You
deal with,
have
you're
some
not
people that's
choice.
single by
You're
choice.
single by
Some people
circumstance.
choose
If
not to
somebody
be in
broke
a
up with you and
relationship.
went on to somebody better, you're single by circumstance. You're not
Right,
single
but we're
by
not
choice.
talking about that.
I don't like when people say they're single by choice because if you've ever
You have
desired
people that's single
someone,
by choice.
hold on. If you ever desire someone and it didn't work out, you're not single by choice.
But
You're
you
single
have
by
people that are
circumstance.
choosing to be single by choice. Because just because I ended a relationship or was broken up with, don't mean I have options where I can go to the next nigga and get into a
But time
relationship.
out.
Some people choose
If you
not
like
to.
that relationship, you will still be in it. So that means you were single by circumstance because your circumstance that was not cool.
But
So you
but
decided
it's
to
on,
change.
but it can be single by choice because you can easily go grab you another nigga. That's
Single by
that
choice
can
is
be by
someone who's
choice.
never had a boyfriend or a girlfriend who is choosing to
No,
not deal with anyone
that's
until
not
they find the
true.
right person.
That's not true. You
Someone who has
can
been
leave from
broken
a
up with,
relationship and
that's
choose
by
to be single
circumstance.
versus going.
That's
No.
not circumstance. Because why did you leave the relationship? It's a circumstance on why you left the relationship. So you
Yeah,
are single by circumstance,
but
not
the
by
person
choice.
continuing to be single can be by choice though, regardless of the circumstance.
Look,
If I choose not to talk to
you're adding
somebody
a
after
word.
that
You're adding a
relationship,
word. You're adding a word. You added
by
continue
choice,
to be single by choice. You can continue to be
yes,
single by choice.
yes, you can
Yes, you
by
can.
choice.
But you cannot
But that
be
don't mean that
single
that
by
person is
choice.
depressed or
Okay,
lonely
look.
because the relationship ended.
Cool.
Because
Hey,
let's be
cool.
clear,
Hey,
the female can break up with the
cool with that.
male and not be depressed nor lonely.
I'm cool with that. You can continue to be single by choice. Yes, you can. But you
Yes,
cannot
you
be
can,
single by choice.
and not be depressed nor lonely while being single by choice.
But that's not what he said. He didn't say to be continued by choice. He said
It
to be
don't
single.
matter. But you can be single by choice.
No, you could be single by circumstance.
No, that is not always the case.
Okay, so why do you have a boyfriend or girlfriend?
I have a boyfriend.
Okay, did you have a boyfriend before that person?
Nah. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, before, like time before.
Okay. So why did you and that other person break up?
Because he was a hot ass mess.
Okay,
So
that was
it
a
had to end.
circumstance. Hold on, that was a circumstance. So if he wasn't a hot ass mess, you would still be with that guy, right?
I don't know. He a hot ass mess.
But if he wasn't a hot look, see, that's
if he wasn't a hot ass mess, maybe, yeah, maybe, but maybe. But we broke up because he was a hot ass mess, and I made that decision to not be in that relationship.
Around this mofo.
No, I'm not. Because if he wasn't a hot ass mess, maybe. But the fact that he was a hot ass mess and I ended that relationship, I chose to be single. And then I got into a relationship.
Circumstance of
him being a hot ass mess. No. You can be single by choice.
Man, listen.
You can be single by choice.
It ain't what it is. It's not like that.
Yes, it is. People choose not to be in relationships all the time, and they can be in relationships.
Yeah,
you can be single by choice.
Hold on. I got y'all for 13 minutes. I got y'all for like 12 more minutes. Hold on real quick. I got two more jumps.
Okay.
What car you in? This
all
nigga got me looking for a wild big.
There's a video going around, right? Basically, trannies refer to women as fish. There's a video going around where dude was doing an interview where a woman was saying she wasn't offended by trannies calling her that. The dude asked the tranny, "Why do y'all call women that?" She said, "I don't know. We just refer to biological women as fish," right? But he was saying, from what I took from the video, he was saying he felt like they should be offended. I was talking to a girl. She also feels like trannies are saying that to be offensive, right? Now, there's a video of Michael Jackson referring to women as fish. The dude in the interview said that in the 70s, men referred to women as fish. Now, what I want to know, right? Should women be offended by trannies referring to them as fish?
I don't understand why. Even with the male saying it, like what about women is that? Like, I don't really fuck with that. Like, stop. I don't like it. As a woman, I don't like it. Don't call me no fish. Call me a woman.
So if a man called you a fish, would you be offended?
Why would I want a man to call me fish? That sounds offensive. If a nigga was like, that's giving fish, I instantly think of something negative. Like if a nigga was to say a girl giving fish, what would you think of?
The saying is there's a bunch of fish in the sea.
No.
And you gotta remember, we did used to refer to y'all as the bait.
Is the what? I do remember the bait.
Bait and fish go together.
I do remember the bait. I think it's low key offensive because it's coming from a transgender. It's like I feel like no shade with the community. I feel like they always trying to come up with different like words and terminology to take away from the fact that like we're women. Like they're trying to call us everything but women. It's like it's always something extra because you're not biologically a woman. Like you trying to find other things to take away from the fact that I am what you're desiring to be.
Yeah, I ain't no cisgender. I got an issue with that cisgender shit.
You got an issue with it? What's your issue with it?
They're calling us cisgender. Like we're cisgender. For one, cis is what we call females in the first place. So then why do we have a new gender for us? And we've been that. Whatever we are, I guess, males or females and shit. We shouldn't have no new name. If anything, y'all should be the ones trying to make up names for y'all.
For yourself. Right. It's like you're trying to take away from what I am naturally because you're desiring to be that. So it's like you're discrediting what I am and what you're desiring to be. I don't like that.
They can change their pelvis bone, man. That shit is pointless.
Okay. I was gonna go with
another UFO. It sounds like she ain't even have they didn't even have a definition for why they call them that. So it's like, to me, that's offensive. You just calling people shit just to call them it, like that's offensive. In my opinion.
So when I looked it up, right? It was well, I didn't look it up, but somebody looked it up, right? And it was a bunch of definitions for the term fish, right? So it was a beautiful girl. It was also like somebody who is, what was it? Somebody who is troublesome. A problem, I think something like that. Somebody who was a problem. What was the
not a problem.
Untrustful person. That's what it was. So it was one definition that says a beautiful girl. The other definition says somebody who is untrustworthy.
I don't see that. I just Google fish and I don't see none of them definitions.
Both those terms could fit a woman. I could be saying this as this woman. And I also could feel women as
I don't see that. I'm Googling fish right now, and I don't see none of those. I see a person who is strange. I see a flesh of fish as food, a limbless, cold-blooded animal. Like I don't see.
You gotta search it a certain way. You gotta search it as far as like what is fish? What is? I don't know. I looked at it in the Urban Dictionary. All right. So my person said you gotta look at it in the Urban Dictionary. But in the Urban Dictionary, it gave multiple definitions. It gave
a distrustful person engaged in sabotage.
A distrustful person engaged in sabotage.
Okay. But that's still not giving. Yes. That's wild.
What am I reading? Oh, okay. But they don't give.
Okay, in the Urban Dictionary, I'm looking it up, and it's
a distrustful person engaged in sabotage. Needs is the fish. All right.
That's what I'm not seeing. Okay, so I'm on the Urban Dictionary right now, and I see a trans using the term from one trans to another trans girl. Hey, fish. That's what I see on this, and then a distrustful person. I don't see anything about beautiful, or I see it being the same as fag, gay, homo, queer, faggot. I don't see beautiful girl on the Urban Dictionary, like I'm looking now.
I don't know. I dropped it in the group chat. You watched the video with Jackson. I don't think he's being offensive. Do I think trans are being offensive? I don't know. I feel like they out is that men started calling y'all that, so they can call you that.
Yeah, don't give that, baby.
Okay. Just asking. With trainings, but I'm gonna say that because I don't have everybody in the room I thought I was gonna have, so it's not gonna be the argument I thought I was gonna have. So I'm gonna see you next week, about 45 minutes in. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna play this song by me and Puff, so y'all can hear this song. Me and Puff.
Period. Get into it.
The people could critique it afterwards. We're gonna end the show with this. We're gonna listen to this song. We're gonna end the live, and then I'll be backstage for a minute, and we can get up out of here.
Okay.
Oh shit, that was the end of the song. Let me start the song over.
I was going to say, play the outro.
Warning. The bars you're about to hear in this song have not been fabricated. This song has been brought to you by two real
October 14th, Club Man, get your tickets, man. Get your tickets, man. My man got a battle.
Oh yeah, October 14th. Yeah, man.
Struggle back. I could have died trying to chase the bag. Finessing the work, got them so mad. They wanna kill me so bad. Better catch me in traffic, 100 on the dash. I used to juggle counties to hit that go in my past. So when I step out the house, I can't have nothing less than that body on me. I remember going house to house. I only had 3 days to get on the plane. I remember me and bros let up in the bin. All we had was scared when I played. Moving everything from clean to dirty. I'm a 90s baby, like I'm turning 40. Knew when I got greedy. When I know her leader, junkie tested for me. I roll with third country, ever niggas seen. Come from there, hunger. I roll with third country, ever niggas seen. Come from there, hunger. We just tryna hit. Struggle back. I fucked up my life tryna chase the bag. Monster got jumped off the altar, don't know my popsy cause he don't speak to me. Do you know what it's like to have your family look at you like a refugee? When I visit home, uncle won't let my cousin ride with me. Feels you the traffic stop for possession. He might get locked or have retaliation. He might not live to see graduation, but I've been chasing the bag, so I can't be mad. Road life, never heard of free bands. I could've died trying to chase the bag. Seems like I just fucked up my life instead. As a youngin', I equated money to power to being a man. Surprisingly, money and suicide still go hand in hand. I know how money feel. I can't tell you about happiness. You would think after I realized this, my life wouldn't be the same. Curtis Snow, I'm addicted to making plays. I'm still playing the list, what can I say? I guess some things will never change. When you from Rove, nigga,
that's the end of it.
hunger don't go away.
Never.
Every day for the pay. I put my life on the line. My nigga Cyrus, he a shooter. He got life for his crimes. They told me rule number 1 is you never talk. They beat like sale, how hard did you grind? I told the niggas Tony Hawk, no check this. There's only 2 reasons why I'm running, and that's to the money and from the cops. I be on the block all day, steady making plays, but they still won't give me pops. Like all the plugs got locked. The drought hit hard, man, who still had the crop? I had openings a whole bunch of times, but who still passed the rock? I'm talking about me, that's who, and I don't need your recognition. But y'all ain't even had for a cup to lend, but I ain't had no pop to piss in. So I'ma pour up, roll up, and pop all these prescriptions. While I fall back with a bitch so bad, she should probably be in detention. I'm talking like I woke up one morning with $35 and a 3.5. Hit the block non-stop, move the pack, went cop. By the time at the crib, catch his knee high. Everybody talk about the struggle, like they the only ones that hustle. I was on the block with the old heads. Y'all had to go in smooth with the street lights. But y'all don't remember them days. 4 for an ounce, you wasn't making them plays. I was just a youngin' on the block. Couldn't even spell my name, but I knew to get paid.
We out of here, y'all, man. We out of here, man. Drop a comment. Tell me what y'all think about the song. We'll see y'all next week. Or Tuesday.